Welcome back, everybody. I'm OMGPOP. I am here with Siberian. Siberian, give us some Russian. Got to deliver on your promise.
Ну хорошо, я могу по-русски тогда говорить.
I love it. I love the sound of it. I was in St. Petersburg once for 2 weeks, but I've never been to Moscow. Have you been to either of those cities?
Oh yeah, I've been to both.
Been to both?
I've been to both.
They're gorgeous. They're full of palaces and huge squares. And of course, in St. Petersburg, I'm an artist, so I enjoyed the Hermitage Museum, which is just vast. And it's got this massive staircase leading up to more floors full of like classic paintings. Really wonderful time. St. Petersburg got lots of water and islands and parks. And I really enjoyed it. Someday I'll get to Moscow, man. So one more phrase and then tell us what you said.
Well, the first thing I said was, sure, no problem. I guess I'll switch to Russian now, but what can I say for you? Give me something to say. You'll make it easy.
Say, well, you know, we used to have the announcer do, you know, welcome back fight fans to another exciting episode of Sunday Night Fight. So you could try to get that out in some form or another.
I'm noticing the Twitch chats. All the Russians are rising. They're saying speak Russian from now on. But yeah, obviously I can't do that, guys. Простите меня, я не могу по-русски всегда говорить.
Where was the Sunday Night Fights part?
No. I wasn't saying that. I was just.
Oh, you were talking to the Russians like secret, like giving out messages and Sputniks.
Yeah.
Talking about snow and pierogies and stuff.
Exactly. Said no. Oh.
All right, come on. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Sunday Night Fights. Go. Come on, give it to me in Russian.
No. I've already done 2 phrases. Come on, we have a game waiting for us.
That's all I get?
You get more.
All right, well, how do you say Elite Mod Company of Heroes 1v1 tournament in Russian?
I'll have to think about that one. I'm not entirely sure what the word for elite is.
You don't know what elite is? L33T?
No. I mean, think about it. How often do you say elite?
That's a great word, though. All right, well, Tommy has got a tournament announced. It's going to be coming up. You can see the news post here. The signups are open. They're going to be open for another week. And this is on his balance and bug fix mod for Company of Heroes 1. So you can get in here and win $200 split between some players on the classic Sem Ang Lang, the Semwa Angeville and Langre. And so the signups thread is in the Events Central forum. It's got its own sub forum called Elite Mod. And that will be taking place, I believe, on the 1st and 2nd of February. So if you're a fan of Co1, throw your hat in. Guess who signed up? I saw it, Siberian. DevM and Aimstrong. Pretty cool,
they want
right?
to have a shot.
Yeah,
Nice.
we got old guys like old COH legends like Bjarki and Bjarki would be like a new legend. He kind of made a name for himself in season 4 last year, and then we got Sandland and Rocky, who's been helping out a lot with the balancing of the mod, and I'm sure we'll see some other greats join the fray. So yeah, get in on that. I'd love to see 64 players, all the slots fill up. That would be wonderful. Those signups are open now. But back to the event at hand. This is Sunday Night Fights Season 5, second semifinal between VonIvan and OMGPOP, and VonIvan has taken a convincing 2-0 lead over OMGPOP. Pop's back is up against the wall. We are moving to Kolodny Ferma Summer to see if he can stay in this and extend this series. I'm going to bring you guys in game now. All right. Whoa. Computer freaking out. Extra tabs. Tell a story in Russian. Come on, Sib. Cover for me.
I haven't really got a story prepared, but...
All right. Let's talk about the game, stuff that you hear all the time. They say, like, Farabine. That's for Mother Russia, right? I mean, that's an important one, right? Or Darabine. I'm doing it wrong, of course.
Yeah, I can't understand the word you're saying. I mean,
how do you say for the motherland, How do you shout it?
За родину.
Zarodino.
Come on, you hear that all the time.
I know, but I still haven't learned it yet, man. It's a whole other bunch of syllables. It's hard for me. All right, let's count this in, and maybe I can throw some more at you. All right, I'm following VonIvan once again. He is playing the Wehrmacht in the West. He's in the blue trunks. We're going to unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Oh, what are some other phrases we hear? Sib, I mean, you would notice them because you understand them. So what are some other phrases that the Russians say in-game?
I believe the shock ones, the shock troops have a funny saying when they throw a grenade. I can't exactly remember word for word, but they say something like, "Oh yeah." They basically say, "Let's shove a grenade up their ass."
Nice. How do you say that in Russian?
I can't remember what the actual. There's a particular phrase the shocks use.
Come on, man! You gotta deliver.
Embarrassing.
All right, I didn't give you any advanced warning of this quiz, so this is a pop quiz. Guess what? Us trooping again. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right here, they come again.
Pop is just going for free conscripts. Nothing fancy. No.
No MGs this time. All right. Well, let's see how. Let's see. Well, Pop. It's on Pop to change his strat because you know VonIvan won with the us trooping in game 1. Let's see if he can do it again in game 3. What the hell? the Ost trooping just complained that artillery is being called in. It's like, I don't think so. We're only a minute and 32 into the game. That can't happen yet, guys.
Yeah, that's something wrong there. So we go 2 conscripts against Pioneer and Ostrov's squad. This is not looking good for
Tell me a little bit about Kolodny's Firma Summer.
Okay, so the right-hand side has a notorious cutoff. It's a lot more easier to cut the play on the right-hand side off than it is for the left-hand side. And OMGPOP has decided to cap the right, but he's applying such heavy pressure on the left that one doesn't really have
when
a
you
chance.
When you say right, I'm getting confused because there's like top and bottom, and when you say right, you talk about
the east. So from Von is on the left, Pop is on the right.
Yeah, but then capping at the top and bottom. Go ahead. Sorry, just getting clear. Carry on.
Okay, no, basically the cutoff is a lot easier to breach on the right-hand side.
Right. Okay.
Other than that, the map is pretty symmetrical. We got 2 munition points, fuels on either side. Oh, nice steal of the house by Von. Manages to get a grenadier squad in a house.
Just in time.
He's Ostrov and I'd get him beaten up by some engineers down south, but Pop has managed to cut one off at the top. Okay, so this is different from Pop's original strategy already. Usually he'd be going for 2 M3s by now, but he's adding on a 5th conscript. He hasn't quite researched Molotovs. I'm expecting him to go in a second now. So he's basically...
VonIvan lost the squad. I can't believe it. He's feeling comfortable now. He's getting a little sloppy. He actually lost the squad. Could be one of the first ones in the whole match. It's just a little Pioneer squad.
Ivan won't know what hit him now that we have MG42s.
Still, he can't afford losses with Ostrupen out on the field. They just can't stand toe-to-toe. You can't afford squad losses there early on. Molotovs is halfway through to be so when that pops, I'm expecting some heavy pressure from Pop.
I've been staying consistent. We got a mortar coming out and an MG building. LMGs on this Gren, so they're going for this cutoff that you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah,
the conscripts are going to get a foot in the circle and stop that idea.
Nice Molotov. Oh, that Gren squad, so close to death.
Is there anybody there to pick him off on his retreat?
Yeah,
there is! Let's see if these conscripts can get him, if they can focus him down.
Nice.
Close.
Another lovely grenade on the Grenadiers. They go up in flames. Ostrup are not going to do much against these conscripts. But Von has... No, that's OMGPOP in the house. This MG is exposed from both sides.
And there are conscripts all over the place. They're killing Pioneers and Ostrupen. Let's see. Now they flank the MG before it's able to set up. Pop, man, you know, I get the feeling that Pop knows that this is his last chance. And I feel like he's just like super fast and loose and really wants this one.
Yeah, this is getting a mortar when you have two grenadiers and some more still, but I don't know, against 5 cons you're gonna be struggling. And that's exactly what's happening. The MG just got caught out of position. OMGPOP beautifully flanking, now managing to recap his side and the top. So Von has to do something here.
What have you got for an army and what might be coming next?
Well, we've got tier 2 coming up. He's on 74 fuel. I'm expecting tier 3 to go up once we hit 90.
And you've already picked the doctrine.
Yeah, shock rifle frontline. IS-2 KP8.
So, but no shocks yet.
No shocks yet.
They're unlocked though, right?
Yeah. We're at 2 CP, so they've been
Alright, I
unlocked
wonder
for a
what
while.
Pop will build. I don't know if we're not very familiar with just him playing straight conscript span like this.
No, he doesn't really like this sort of playstyle. It's a very safe playstyle. 5 cons, you can't really go wrong. You have flanking, you have early pressure, you have molotovs. There's a lot to work with, and they're extremely versatile. Another huge molotov on the
Wow, wonderful prediction. He knew exactly where they were headed.
Yeah. So Pop just controlling the map. He's everywhere.
He's been avoiding the mortar entirely. It hasn't struck a soul yet. Got some action at the top.
MG's gonna get flanked if he's not careful. LMG drones will provide covering fire.
Oh, Pop considered going for the flank, but then Urod and kind of put back and forth, and now he's just gonna get in the house.
Yeah, it's a smart move.
He's doing so well in the south that he doesn't really need to take risks in the north.
So we've got tier 3 coming up. It's close to being halfway built.
All right.
He's got a substantial fuel income, so this is a good call. It's 7 minutes, and we're gonna have an extremely early T70 at this rate.
Yeah, the mortar, you know, it looks like VonIvan just followed his build order from game 1, and the mortar was so good in game 1, it's been completely ineffective in game 3.
Well, yeah, there's no static units like 3 Maxims on the field, so there's not much you can do. I mean, he's not... OMGPOP is constantly mobile, he's constantly bringing conscripts up, he's constantly moving away. And Von just doesn't know what to do against this. His MG has been sat at his cutoff for the entire 2 minutes now. I think he's worried, but apparently has no territory. Mortar trying to get some rounds in, but not managing to hit a single conscript screen. The T70 has been queued, so expect armor very soon.
All right, well, we've got a Sonderkraftfahrzeug, 221 on the field, but even if he upguns, he'll have a tough time handling the T70.
Definitely. Von is trying to cut Pop off, but MG gets flanked. Look at this beautiful flank.
Nice. Yeah, it seems like Pop is really feeling it. Maybe he just needed that extra pressure. He could lose a conscript squad.
Yep.
And he does.
But again, like a T70 this early, 8 minutes 30, that's damn good. He's gonna struggle. On the map,
he's like stealth. I'm focusing in on him. He's not making a sound. He's like stealth T70 coming out. Now he's knocking down fences, getting a bit hung up. He's going to be going to the north to try to deal with this 221 that's giving the conscripts a lot of grief.
18-8 has been started, so he doesn't want conscripts losing for this 221, but T70 should mop it up for a second.
Get out the mop! There's another juicy target. Some flamed up Pyos. Gonna kill a few of those guys while he can. Why not? He knows that the scout car is behind him, so the scout car will have difficulty retreating. Pop thought about chasing.
Oh look, down south the conscripts have managed to find themselves an LMG. That's huge.
Oh wow.
Scout car is trying to get away, but the T70 sitting on the top. They want these LMG grants.
Oh, he could kill him now. Pop's usually excellent at annihilating squads, and on that one, he didn't even have to try. He just knocked him right out.
And the 221 is trapped. Akira is going to go down to this T70. Lovely Molotov on the grants down south. Von is struggling. He has no units to counter anything on the field at this point in time.
T70 just getting everything he wants. He's got 6 kills, 5 infantry in that scout car. LMG'd up double vet conscripts are strong. They kill another Osttroppen squad, and I don't know what's up with Von, but it just seems like it's a whole different player in this game.
I feel there's been a snowball effect in this game where he's lost his first crucial engagement and it's just gotten worse and worse from that point. He hasn't been able to stabilize. He's just trying to get some sort of territory. Look at it. This Molotov is even thrown before the MG has enough time to fire. Osttroppen being ripped apart by the T70. He's trying to get top, but there's just conscripts everywhere. OMGPOP is floating 600 manpower. The pack is out, but gotta be careful. No, he can't fire that shot, I'm afraid.
He's not going to get a round off. The T-70 is just going to chill out in the center of the map while the conscripts cap up the north.
I would call in some shock troops at this point in time. You've got a manpower, you've got a sizable lead.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot of fuel, so it's not like he's saving for some... Well, I mean, maybe a T-34, but even still, you don't need that much manpower, so he might as well spend some.
Yeah, they'll do wonders against these Osttroppen grenadiers, especially the tank.
Look at Pop having a look in the base. This is great. I love to see players scouting each other's base to see what build might be coming. You don't see this enough in CO2.
No, definitely not.
I wish there was a dedicated scouting unit that, you know, kind of like the bike or maybe even a Ketten that could cloak or something and not fight, not cap. I think that would add a lot to the game.
Definitely. I don't like playing in the dark before the game's even begun.
True Sight is awesome, but why not make it even more important by devoting a unit entirely to dealing with it?
Pack is out of position. There's only a border there. T-70 is going to prevent reinforcements. So
yeah, there's no infantry to defend these support units.
Yeah.
So let's see if we see an Osttroppen Panzerfaust.
No, that T-70.
Oh, they're getting chewed up. And how are these guys doing? Oh, wow. The conscripts are still chasing the pack. They discover the mortar. The pack might get cleared. It does! And, Ivan, let's see. I wonder if Pop will return the favor and go for the steal. He does. He's had enough of Ivan stealing his stuff. He says, finally, I get to touche and give it back and steal one of your units.
T-34 is on the field, and there's just such dominance. We got shocks in the middle, VP. These are going to mop everything up.
Yeah, this has been just a blowout. You know, VonIvan, they were games 1 and games 2 were good fights, but VonIvan earned them. There it is, GG. Wow.
I think Pop said, I've had enough of this. I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine, and that's exactly what he did.
13-minute GG. All right, folks, we do have time to give away the skins. We're going to do that right after the Allies win.